Now we turn to Matthew Whitaker and the evolving saga over what he will actually say as he's being grilled in Congress. Now, initially, he didn't want to actually come in and testify, and then they threatened to subpoena him, and then he said, okay, I'll go, but only if you take away the threat to subpoena me. I don't even know, that seems like a rhetorical thing at that point. In any event, he went in there. Now that does not mean he's gonna answer many questions because he's found some ingenious responses when questions he doesn't like are put to him. Take a look at this back and forth.
In your capacity as acting Attorney General, have you ever been asked to approve any request or action to be taken by the special counsel?
Mr. Chairman, I see that your 5 minutes is up, and so I'm here voluntarily. We have agreed to 5-minute rounds, and
the committee.
I think that's a fine place to end the 5-minute rule.
The committee will end. Will come to order. I will point out that we didn't enforce the 5-minute rule on acting Attorney General Whitaker. We will.
I understand, Mr. Chairman. I was just saying there might be a good breaking point at that point for you.
No, the Attorney General was in the middle of saying something. Answer the question, please.
Regular order.
I do not think I've ever heard someone being talked to in Congress that just said, "No, your time's up, dude."
I mean, I've never seen someone be so smug. Do you think his lies are as bald-faced as his bald head?
I don't know. I just think there's such a great I think this is still up. I don't know if for sure if it's still there, but check his Twitter because I'm pretty sure it's him like pumping iron, like super hardcore. But don't ask me any tough questions because then I'm gonna zip and zag out of the way. You're not gonna be able to catch me. You're not gonna be able to pin me.
He's a super tough guy.
Yeah, are you a tough guy or you're not a tough guy? Jerry Nadler's asked you the question. He barely was able to get through the question and you can't answer it?
Yeah, I don't understand. I just don't understand what this kind of approach accomplishes. You look like a complete thug, other than the fact that he's probably ingratiating himself to Donald Trump with these kinds of answers, which like a lot of these public testimonies and are ways for employees of Donald Trump to prove to him how loyal they are, and this seems to be one of those instances.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. Now, he did answer in that response why he wanted them to, okay, I'll come, but you have to not threaten me. Like that way he can say I'm here voluntarily. I guess technically.
Yeah, it's like a distinction without difference because if you're already coming, why would it matter if they were attempting to subpoena you?
Yeah, now we have a couple of extra points because I know what you're thinking. Why should I care about his testimony? I don't have an amazing answer for you. I mean, obviously he's been invested with a great deal of power. Attorney General, acting or otherwise, that is one of the most important positions in our government. And it was given to that guy, face alone, not qualified for that position, not qualified to wear a suit. But he's doing it and he has that power. So the reason possibly that this matters is that when you get people like Matthew Whitaker to testify like this under oath, what you then can do eventually is when it's revealed that they're lying because for some reason, not connected to any criminal wrongdoing, they all lie about these topics. He might eventually have to go before Robert Mueller over these. So here are some of the things that were mentioned during this testimony. Kyle Griffin noted, save this for the future. Matthew Whitaker says that he has not talked to Trump or senior White House officials about the special counsel's investigation. So Matthew Whitaker said that. I don't know how that is possible. I mean, Matthew Whitaker, before getting the position, was known for, I think, two things. One, working for an incredibly shady patent company, and two, publicly advocating nonstop for the investigation to be shut down.
And three, being the strength and conditioning coach for the Minnesota Vikings.
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean,
he did a good job there. I didn't have a problem with him there. Really turned them around. But yeah, the idea, maybe they haven't talked. Maybe Trump has learned that he's not supposed to get involved in this investigation. Maybe he is trying not to commit obstruction of justice again. That is possible. I find it hard to believe, but anyway, that's what Matthew Whitaker went on the record saying. Also this, Whitaker, after not answering the question several times about whether he discussed his concerns on special counsel's investigations with the White House when he was a private citizen, finally says, no, I did not. So he didn't further vocalize his concerns about it. I guess. And Manu Raju also says this is not going to be Whitaker's last time before the House Judiciary Committee. He will return for a closed-door transcribed deposition on topics he refused to answer, according to Nadler. So I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily matter if the 5 minutes are up. He is going to be brought back to answer some of those questions.
Yeah, so it's all about, again, as I mentioned before, the optics of it. So he gets to be a strong man, say your 5 minutes are up. I don't know, maybe that's just the kind of guy that he is, but it's also the kind of thing that Donald Trump would really like. That's what he wanted all along, was an attorney general who was completely loyal to him and to his own interests and would not be like someone who would fall apart or give any information to Mueller or anything like that. So there you go.
Yeah, well, we'll be watching, see what Donald Trump says about it. I'm sure he will comment. He's been on a tear since early this morning about the investigation and all that. And we will see how Mr. Clean did. Thank you very much for watching this clip from the Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.